So, as we left it, the dervish had a message for us, which will begin our lovely little side quest before tackling the final elemental. And then we save the land of Razir. Dude, run, it's a scorpion, come on. The dervish will save us. Ha! No scorpion would dare attack him. Man who talk without thinking have foot-and-mouth disease. To the west of Shapir and north of here stands a puzzle, 5 W's. I'm gonna greet him. Puzzle. When he who seeks what is where finds out why. When, if not soon, then never, because I'm gonna go on my little caravan. Who? That is why you must solve the puzzle. Knowing who will help you find out why. What? That is the heart of the puzzle. Herrick may help you free the frozen heart from the body of the beast. It is said that man is like a caged beast, and a beast is like a rumor. It is best to dispel it early. Herrick knows the way, and I know the where. A man who sells pill and potion created with skill and devotion. The where is 5 Scaurine lengths to the west of Shapir, and but 2 Scaurine lengths north of here. Why, a Scaurine length is about as far across as this area around my oasis. When you discover the why, you will know more about the puzzle around the puzzle. Right. So he's given us a lovely puzzle. And hopefully I remember how to get to this puzzle, because if not, I'm going to have to look it up online. Because it really jacks with you with that whole 5 screen lengths north from there, but west from wherever. It doesn't give you a really good starting point. But if I recall correctly, it's here. Ha-ha! The cage is made of wrought iron. When the sun is on it, that metal must be scorching. There is no sign of food or water in the cage, and the creature must have been in the cage for at least a couple of days. You can't talk to it, and a strangled cry of protest from the beast. When you look back at it, it seems to say, "Water, I must have water." If you mess with that beast, it'll kill you. I mean, you can give it water without dying, and you can give it food without dying, but what really is the point yet? Maximum speed, 1.5. 1.5 what? We don't know. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Good day, hero. Alright, so we need to talk to the apothecary. Greet. Tell about Beast. You give Herrick a brief description of the caged beast. That sounds most interesting. It is probably not a natural creature, but around here who can tell? You could try a dispel potion on it, though. A potion to break enchantments? I know of one in which the victim drinks the potion and the spell ends. It is a pity that I do not have any of the potions made up. I have most of the ingredients, though. If you could find the ingredients I am missing, I could make a dispel potion for you. To make the dispel potion, I will need the feather of a griffin, and let me think. That may be a problem. The fruit of compassion. For the potion to be effective, the strand of the enchanted victim's own hair must be dropped in at the last minute. However, this is up to you. The fruit of compassion is extremely rare. It can only be given, never taken or bought. I have heard rumors of but one plant in the entire land where you may find this. There are tales told to me of a woman transformed into a plant through a genie's spell. She stands like a tree somewhere out in the desert. Far, far out in the desert. But it is said she bears no fruit. You should talk to the Enchantress Aziza, for she would know more about this than I. Luckily, these two side quests are intricately linked. Boy, those numbers just keep adding up, don't they? Greet. Sit. Yes. Tell about the beast. There is a form of magical protection around the cage which prevents me from detecting it. It is clear that a powerful magic user intends the creature to die. The beast is probably enchanted. You will need a dispel potion to find its true form. Fruit of Compassion. That is indeed a sad tale. Let me show you of that which we speak. I will tell you of a time long ago when women wore veils and were but wives and chattel to men. There was a woman, a beautiful woman, a loving woman, a beautiful, loving woman, who wished with her very soul to become a healer and thus aid others. Just the facts, ma'am. Her father tried to dissuade her, saying that this was no task for a woman of her gentleness and sensitivity. She would go about her duties quietly, but each evening she would tell him again that she wished to become a healer. At last her father gave in, and she was trained in the arts of healing. Despite the jeers and condescension of the male students and teachers, she became a healer and removed her veil forever. Right. You can tell I'm really contributing to this conversation. She soon discovered that life was not easy for a woman healer. Many men distrusted her skills and refused to call upon her. Some men called upon her only to try and take advantage of her beauty. One day a man came to her and told the tale of his brother dying in the desert. She did not quite trust his manner of looking at her, but she could not refuse aid to one who might need it. She followed him out of the city and into the desert. She was led to an encampment of ragged tents. She soon learned to her sorrow that the tale of the brother was but a lie. These were brigands, and what they did with her, I shall not say. I'm guessing they forced her to play Clue with them over and over and over again, never ending. That's my guess. She tried to escape them the next day and ran to the mountains to hide. They were swift to follow. They had nearly recaptured her when she cried aloud for help. A genie heard her cry and transformed her into a tree. He could have just teleported her back to the city, right? It's kind of a dick move, genie. You could be the one to give her back her soul and free her heart from wood. You will try this, hero, will you not? Right. Continuing the tradition of me participating in this conversation. There are 3 things you must give her to save her soul: a gift of kindness, a gift of magic, and a gift of love. The gift of kindness is simple. It is only what you would give someone who has been in the desert far too long. You must then tell her about yourself. Remind her what it is to be human. Your words are as important as the gift, for they give meaning to the act. I'm sorry, I've forgotten how to read. The gift of magic is the gift of sacrifice. The gift must be something you gained through hardship and from aiding others. It must also be something from which a plant can gain strength. Tell her then how you got the gift and why. You will be reminding her of why she became a healer. The last gift, again, is simple, a mere gesture of affection. Remind her that there are still people in the world who care about others. Finally, there is something you need to say to her to remind her who she is. Her name is Julinar, flower of the pomegranate. When you have done this, your part in her tale will be complete. Julinar will not be able to walk this land as a human woman until another frees her with the power of true love. But you can at least free her spirit by giving her these gifts. Right. What's a pomegranate? And just the one time he actually contributes, admittedly something worthless, she ignores him. You will find her within a day's ride to the east, at the base of the mountains. May you heal the healer, Beldernick. I'm not going to kiss her, she'll turn me into a toad. You are most welcome. All right. That was a fun little tale of rape and dismay. Exactly the kind of thing I play a Sierra game for. Ugh, she's... Oh, seriously? She's quite a ways over here. Doop doop doop. Doop 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 doop. I should have refilled my water skins. I don't know how empty they are. The plant almost looks like a woman. So first, a gift for anybody mostly full. Excellent. The water, as you pour it onto the ground, quickly sinks into the soil and vanishes. The tree does not respond to your greeting. You tell her about how you took the famous Adventurer's Correspondence course and journeyed to Spielberg to become a hero. You mention how you've come to Shapir and the things you have done here so far. Oh God! It moved. You admire the way she rotates her crops. Okay, so that was the gift of whatever. This is the gift of magic now. Magic dirt. The elemental earth seems to sparkle a bit in the light as it settles down into the soil around the plant. You tell about how you fought the earth elemental and how hard it was to defeat. You tell how your friends needed you. The hero business is a dirty business, but someone's got to do it. Ba-ba-boom! And now an act of kindness, an act of love. I'm gonna hug the tree. Tree hugger. Julinar's leaves rustle lightly at the sound of her name. Bloop. A purple fruit has been created on one branch of the tree. The fruit of compassion drops into your hands, Julinar's gift to you for restoring your spirit. You carefully put the fruit away. That's it. We just saved the soul of a young tree woman. I was gonna say dryad, but really she's a woman who's a tree. Do-do-do-do-do-do. And we already got the feather. Oh, come on. Ow! I got no magic. You like that, right? How it's a solid mountain, and then when you get closer to it, there's the gap. That's how it becomes so easy to get lost in this desert. Let's refill our water skins, because we're going to be giving some water to the beast. I've got too many worthless things here. Ah, the fruit of compassion. There we go. I still need the feather of the griffin. You need to add the victim's hair at the last moment. I've got the feather of a griffin. This will only take me a second. Wow, that was really fast. It took the other healer a day. Of course, it was a different recipe. There, I do for you what I would not for another. This is a gift for all you have done for the city. I have made up 3 potions from what you gave me. Remember to have the victim drink the potion in order to break the spell. You will need to remember to add a freshly collected sample of the victim's hair before the victim drinks it. You really got to get back to work. 3 potions. I only remember ever using 1. And then 1 is automatically used at the end of the game. But even then, they've written around it so that Aziza will just have 1 made up. So I don't know why I've got 3 of these things. I've never known that. I really feel like I'm missing a chunk of this game. Do-do-do-do-do. But anyway, we're going to go do this completely optional thing of freeing the beast. Standard adventuring rations, I have 2. Okay, so eating breakfast and lunch has not been helping me. There's some food for you. Plucked out some of his hair. The beast greedily laps at the potion. I know not who you are or why you have saved me, but you are a fool if you expect to be rewarded for it. I am Alskurva, an apprentice sorcerer. My former master, Adavis, transformed me into that monster and left me to die. He will be most displeased that I am still alive. Do not think he will be unaware of your interference. He'll be watching you from now on. I will give you this warning. Do not go near Adavis unless you have some spell of protection or are very quick. If he manages to throw a spell at you, you will either be his willing servant or else transformed into a creature most resembling your soul. Dude, that's what your soul looked like? Dude, you need therapy. There is some major ritual magic he has planned for when the moon arises between the scorpion's claw and the dragon's teeth. If he succeeds in this, it would be best... If he succeeds in this, it would be best not to be in this land. I certainly will not be. Just remember, Adavis awaits you in Razir. Whoop! Oh yeah, and thanks for the food. Ate my food. Merv the Griffin chased away the brigand. So there's our two side quests. Oh my god! It's a dinosaur. Actually, it's a terrorosaur. Whew. And I think that's it. We don't go out into the desert ever again. And I've still got 2 of these potions. Anyway. I've had a busy day. And it's only mid-morning. Time for a heroic... Almost time for a heroic nap, I think. I already told him about Spielberg. I wanted to tell him about the 3 elementals I've fought. But you know what? That's fine. Who needs you? Sleep until evening. Oh. Time for dinner. Not worse from the homeland. Greetings. Thank you. Thank you again. Get out of here. So I'm going to have to go and buy more rations. Something to do after breakfast. So the last elemental is incredibly easy to beat. It's actually kind of a letdown after the fire elemental and the puzzle solving necessary for the air elemental. The water elemental is just simple. The thing of earth was most fearsome. The very city trembled from it. We are most fortunate that Shima and Shamin have brought you here. Yeah, you are. I've saved you 3 times. And I still gotta buy my own food. Would you care to try some fried bread and honey? Perhaps you'd like a hot spice saurus on a stick. What about some nice lizard jerky? I could go for some lizard jerky myself. What is this? A signed game box. That doesn't look like meat at all. But since I have plenty of money... $91. $89. There you go. 10 should get me through the rest of this game easily. I guess the tightrope walker doesn't show up for the wizard in this. Because there's a tightrope walker that shows up, and he offers you money if you can make it across the rope. And if you slow the game down, you can almost guarantee making it across the rope. And if you do it, you can do it 3 times and make some money. But apparently it's not here. Maybe I'll go tell Aziza that I helped Julinar. Julinar's story is not done. She will return. Thank you for the kindness you have shown Julinar. You are a true hero for helping her. Come in, sit down, and be welcome. I only came to tell you about Julinar, so... You know what? No. Thank you anyway. And goodbye. Well, that was a very productive day, I think. And after a day that productive, there's only one thing you can do. Sleep until dinner. Now, if you're playing different types, there are more things to do. A fighter has to kill one of every kind of monster, so he'd go out monster hunting a lot of days and nights. The thief actually has 3 missions in this city, and they only become available after certain days. Thing is, all we have is the wit exam in this city, and we can accomplish that pretty early on. And I could spend the time to continue grinding, but I feel like we're good. Let's finish this out. Welcome, hero. Alas, again our city is in peril. The most feared of all elementals has been unleashed upon us. The water elemental! Because if you live in a desert, the elemental you will fear the most is water. The creature of water prevents any from approaching the fountain. I fear we will soon have no water. Okay, way to take my joke and point out that I was being a jerk, and it is a legitimate concern. I appreciate that. I tell you what, how about I go deal with this elemental of water? But we'll do it properly, even though I know how to beat it. Oh my goodness, look at that elemental of water. Oh, can't use a map on the same screen. We'll go talk to Aziza about how to beat it. Even though it's super easy. No time for tea today. I'm on a mission to save the city from water. Perhaps it would be well to show you... Perhaps it would be well to show you as well as to tell you about such things. The essence of water is attraction. The elemental will draw all water into itself. It can draw water from the very body of a human that approaches it. In the fountain, the water elemental will draw upon the boundless magical stream which is the lifeblood of the city. People will be dying of thirst as it grows in power enough to engulf the entire city in a flood. People will be dying of thirst as they die in a flood. As long as the elemental is in the fountain, the elemental cannot be harmed or contained. It is only vulnerable to air. Once away from the fountain, it will be drawn to the nearest source of water. You might then contain it. Alright. Thanks. See ya. So, all we have to do is provide it with an alternative source. Any adventurer who would try to get water from an elemental inhabited fountain must be wet behind the ears. That's no way to make a splash. There we go. There's now a source of water. And we'll use the Isser's bellows. Really blow up a storm with the air elemental inside. Whoosh! Saved the city again. You pick up the water skin that now contains the essence of the water elemental, which you will not use until a cutscene at the end of the game. That's it. I've saved the city again. I am a hero beyond compare. There is no hero as great as I. So I shall take a nap. That's 4 elementals down. I have saved your city. Although they added a 5th elemental in this game, the pizza elemental, it's really hard to get to, and apparently impossible to beat, unless you have everything maxed out as a fighter. It's a good thing that you were around to save us, Beldernick, and even then you gotta be really good at the fight system, which I'm not. Greet you, thank you, goodbye. These two don't show up. In fact, these 3 characters don't show up again for the rest of the series, which is a shame. But there are future katas. Sleep until morning. I think the poet Omar is going to show up tonight, right? The Enchantress, that's a hard word, Aziza sends you a message of gratitude and requests that you visit her home tomorrow. That's right, I skipped breakfast. I'm a hero, I'm busy, I'm on the go. Does anybody want to thank me for saving this city again? Nope. Not that I became a hero for the accolades, but I've saved this city 4 times in like 2 weeks. Nobody wants to stand up and be like, oh, goodness gracious, hero, you are amazing. Thank you for everything. No? Nobody? We are again in your debt. Your name will be told tales of the kata as long as there are kata to tell them. We kata tried to think of some way to say how much we were grateful. Please accept this gift of a sapphire pen. May it do you good. It's an important pen. Although, it's more important to a thief than anybody else. But it's an important pen, and it'll show up again. You take the sapphire pin and place it through your lapel. I am called Shananana, the Diamond of the Desert. Here we go. The pin is a token of the kata's trust in you, O hero. It's also magical, and only a friend can see it. Anyway, it's a useful pin for later in the game for anybody, but only the thief has to have it or it's game over. I think. I could be wrong on that, actually. I've always gotten it, so. Well, Aziza wants to see me tomorrow. What day is it? Day 15. Time to go to bed. Come a long way from doing chores at a stable, huh? Because now my chores are eat all day, sleep all night. It's great being a mighty wizard. I don't know why I'm doing this if it still takes away from my... I have 47 rations. Oh my god, I forgot they multiply. Holy cow. Holy cow. Alright, well, I don't want to risk running out of carrying space before the end of the game. So, I'm actually going to use this chest. You put the flowers in the storage and promise yourself to take them out again before they wither. Store the pot of dirt. I know what I don't need, but I'm not willing to risk it. Drop one of your food rations. We'll just drop some of these. What a slob. He's just throwing food around. There, 22 rations will serve us just fine. As you awaken, you smell rotting food. You wonder if perhaps disposing of it in your bedroom was the best choice. Yes, the enchantress Aziza wants to see me, and the poet Omar will thrill everybody tonight. It has been said that you are going to journey to Raizir. The Kata all hope for your safety and wish for your success, friend of the Kata. Cat people love me. You have saved the city through your resourcefulness and bravery. For that, I will sleep with you. Oh. You are very much a hero. Welcome to my home, Beldernick. May your deeds be remembered forever. I worked some magic last night to uncover information about your trip to Raizir. I need to discuss this with you. Come in, sit down, and we shall speak. And my Saurus shows up. Welcome, stranger. I shall be honored to have you for a guest. Perhaps he has a Saurus Throtus? Come in, we shall all sit and see what we shall see. You are obviously enchanted, so we will need to see what is your true form. Water of wisdom, liquid of life, I call upon thee 3 times 3. That doesn't rhyme. Mirror within what lies... Mirror without what lies within, so we shall have the true to see. Why does magic have to be so complicated? Look into the water and we shall see your true form. Ah! The Amir Aris Din! There was a good reason why my spell could not locate you in Raizir. You are under a most powerful enchantment. The caster must be very skilled wizard to craft such a spell. Luckily, I've got 3 dispel potions, or 2 left. I could, pluck a Saurus hair off of him. Water of wisdom, liquid of life. Knowledge now is what I seek. Reveal the caster of the spell upon the one which I bespeak. You must take the caravan to Raizir. I will keep the Amir with me for safekeeping, while you find the means to restore him to his rightful shape. Dispel potion! I've got 2 of them! We are all hoping for your success, hero, and eagerly await the pleasure of your return. Farewell, Beldernick. Lady just kicked me out. What did she want to see me about? All she did was show me the shape of my Saurus. No tightrope walking. So, hero, not being content with having merely saved the city, I see that you are about to attempt to save the land of Shapir as well. I have seldom met one with such power and so much wisdom and courage as you have shown. Few users of magic dare face what you have faced to protect this city. The journey you are about to make is to a very dark and dangerous place. The foe you will face is very powerful in the ways of magic. Be wary and alert, for you will be surrounded by enemies. Yet trust your instincts, my friend, for you may still make allies by your actions. All of us in this city will be hoping for your safety, for all know of the seriousness of your mission. May fortune smile upon you, Beldernick. Keep your weapon handy, hero, and don't let your enemies get you. You and I maybe practice some more when you get back. I picture her speaking like Hunter from Neverwhere. I just can't do that voice. I just meant to say goodbye. I don't think we'll be speaking again soon. Do you have a weird, funny name? I am Kareem. Yeah, but everybody else's name means like, kitty litter box of the soul or something. Yes, I'm going to restore your homeland. What is your name? Marique. Just Marique. Everybody else has fun names. But that's fine. Oh. Sleep until evening. We'll do Omar's poetry reading, and then that'll be the end of this video. The next video will be our travel to Razir and the adventures therein. The next video, if it's not the last, is the next to last. The poet will speak soon, if you will but be seated. The Sultan of Shapir has now decreed that this hero is a hero here indeed, for actions fundamental in dispelling elementals, a reward for he who freed us with all speed. From the Sultan Harun al-Rashid, may he reign forever, we present thee with this purse for thy services most brave and daring against the elementals of earth and water. I don't know, I just felt like it. 100 dinars. I am rich. In the month of the serpent, in the year of the spear, darkness passed over the town of Razir. Boy, we were lucky about that year for rhyming purposes, huh? Oh, God! And the rumor went out that El Emir had disappeared or something. Oh, I hit a key. I'm sorry. The Emir had a brother who quickly took the throne, but the shadow lurking under soon was known, for the Kata were exiled, and Razir was then defiled by the rules and regulations that were shown. The Sultan sent his men to restore Razir to right, but they did not even have a chance to fight, for as they crossed the land, a tremendous storm of sand forced his forces to retreat from their plight. So now the rumors told of the city of Razir that the darkness shadows everything in fear, and he that now does rule has the Amar as his tool. Nuh-uh, he's a Saurus here in town. Disobedience brings punishment severe. The moral of the story, as the best of tales must tell, of the horrors of the orders that befell, is the simple corollary that the hero must be wary ere he journeys to that shadow citadel, and we bid him luck and wish him to farewell. Oh, sorry. That doesn't rhyme. As you travel to Razir, Baldernick, know that all of us in Shapir wish for your safety and the success of your mission. That doesn't rhyme. You're not the real Omar. I call shenanigans. Thank you. And with that, we're going to end this video, because I think when I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to be on my way to Razir. If not, it'll be the day after, but tomorrow would just be a day of sleeping then. So I'll see you next time.